How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Dyson Sphere Program. In the last episode we went ahead and set up space trains. I know it was kind of deceptive, because they're not really trains, they're more logistics robots. For those of you who've played Factorio, we can actually see some of them in progress. So, these big freighter-looking things, and we'll get to these MASH EM rail ejectors here in a minute. So these big ones are the logistics vessels. They go between planets, and then we have the little ones, which actually I have a bunch that I need to deposit, I believe. Maybe. Yes. These little guys are kind of the logistics robots. So these are planetary transport bot things. Spaceships? Airplanes? I don't know what I would call them. Basically, they go from that hub to this hub and deposit our titanium, and it allows us to more or less not have to worry about belting things all over the place. Let's see what else. We also have kind of our jank set up here for graphene and the titanium alloy. Let's go ahead and just dump some more titanium in there. I also have a lot of titanium on me because apparently when grabbing, I grabbed a crap ton and it didn't let me put it back in, so now we have a lot of titanium. We do have some iron ore we need to get rid of. Let's see, I'm trying to think, what else do we do? Oh, and then I was in the progress of setting this up in lieu of trying to, or rather in preparation of getting the EM rail ejectors going, and I kind of, as we saw that up here, I set up just, I don't know, cool kind of design. I don't know if it's going to work or if this is way too many, but basically what the EM rail ejectors do is they're going to shoot solar sails up into orbit around the sun and create a Dyson swarm, which basically becomes a dense band of numerous solar sails. Basically, it's just going to give us a little teeny bit of the potential energy that we'll be seeing once we have an actual Dyson sphere going. And then realistically, once we have a Dyson sphere and basically unlimited power, we more or less can just expand to planet to planet to planet and kind of hit their like really big end game, and utilize all the resources. So yeah. So in order to kind of move in that direction, we kind of need more power. We've been seeing that for a while with these brownouts that are occurring. It's not, sometimes it's drastic. We drop down all the way to, I believe, 80, and then other times 80%, and then other times we're fine. Also, a side thing to note, we went through, I've just been kind of researching a bunch of the technologies here, so we are slowly creeping towards kind of more or less the like end game stuff. Because most of these we can go, and this alloys here, once we set up automation of, well, we already have the high grade silicon, so we just need the high strength materials, and then we also need the titanium frame stuff. As for these, well, we're going to automate solar sails hopefully today, hopefully. Let's see. Yeah, so I guess let's go ahead and queue. That's already queued. Let's queue that, and I suppose let's queue up strange matter. We also need to look at temporarily improving our power source, because I know we did say we were going to try to get to the mini fusion power, and now we have. I did research it, but it's kind of looking at what we need to do to automate this. We technically have, none of these things are automated yet. The super magnet ring isn't hard. We have all the components ready. We can automate that right now. The deuterium is a little bit annoying just based off how we want to craft it. So we can either do direct production of it, basically, which basically we just turn 10 hydrogen into 5 deuterium, or we run it through basically a centrifuge, if you will, and separate out that tiny, tiny 1% of deuterium and then reprocess the rest of the hydrogen. And that actual recipe, I believe, is here, the deuterium fractionation, where effectively we put it in and there's a small probability of it coming out, right? And so in terms of effectiveness, I'm leaning the first recipe because that's basically a 50%, not necessarily, not even a chance, right? Because the bottom one to me is a chance. We're not even guaranteed to get deuterium out of it. We're just burning hydrogen for that, for the sake of burning hydrogen. So in theory, if we put in 100 hydrogen, we'd only get out 1 deuterium versus putting in 100 hydrogen for the first one and getting out 50 deuterium. So I don't know why we do the bottom one unless it's we get our hydrogen back if it doesn't give us the deuterium. So the bottom one makes more sense. I'm not sure. We will have to experiment with that. Also, if you do know, let me know down in the comment section below, as that will greatly help me. But luckily for us, fuel is not going to be what I'm going to be focusing on today. Today's goal is to automate the solar cells. So we need to automate graphene, and we need to automate the, well, we almost have all the full automation over here of whatever these are. Photon combinator. Okay. Basically glass with some circuit boards. Alright, so we have the prisms we need, right? These are prisms. Yes, prisms. Okay, so we combine circuit boards and prisms. Now we can go ahead and pull the prisms. I don't really know where else. Yeah, so let's do something like that. And then let's do something like that. Let's go ahead and flip that whole path. I'll flip this one too. The annoying part is because we're kind of near the top part of this hemisphere, notice how the grid changes, and so that's why these look a little bit funky, is because we're like right on the line. I suppose we could have set it more onto these tiles and then not have to deal with the funkiness, but oh well. So then we should just be able to go like this. And then I don't quite want it to do that. Yeah, we'll do something like I guess we don't need that high of a okay. So let's say we had one. Yeah, let's do that. So that's so that way we can have an output on a belt somewhere. Alright, so then let's go ahead and output the prisms like so. Go ahead and connect that up, and then we need to get circuits connected. Okay. Well, let's grab a line of circuits. Let's see. There we go. And we'll bring them down to one lower. Okay. I suppose, yeah, we don't need this extra line of prisms. Actually, we do for this back one. Like that, I think? Yes. We don't need that one. Alright. So then, let's go ahead and grab ourselves a splitter. Tab to switch it to a different mode. I learned that. We'll do that. And then like that. Alright, and we need more power poles. Let's go ahead and create these. I keep saying I need to automate these things, and I don't. At this point, I'm just doing it out of stubbornness and forgetfulness. Okay, so there we go. So now these are created. Awesome. I have no idea how many we're going to need in terms of like our ratio. I just kind of plopped down 10 and called it good. Hopefully that's enough. As for the next component, I believe we need to automate the graphene. Yeah. Okay, so it's a 1-to-1, so we'll just make 10 machines of the graphene then as well. So we need 1 to 3 for sulfuric acid, or if we get the ice. Well, we don't have the gas giant yet, so we can't rely on that research, although that will be useful once we get it. But for now, until we have it, I'm going to just build it off of the other recipe for graphite, or energetic graphite. Yeah. And sulfuric acid. So we need a little bit. So we got to do a little bit of math here. So it's 3-to-1 for that. Oh, geez. Okay. So it consumes 2 in 6 seconds. We produce 4 in 6 seconds. So it's 1 to 2. Okay. So then it's a 1 to 2. We need 10. We need... Wait. So if we're going to make 10, one of these can support 2 of these. So we need 5 sulfuric acid. Okay. Okay, so we need 5 of the sulfuric acids, and then I have no idea how much graphite. Do we have enough chemical plants? I don't know if we do. We have 2. No, so we need more. And I just closed the recipe. We need more steel. Also need to take a look at our oil, because something's not balanced. Not producing. I don't know if it's... We also need to get better steel production. Why do you have, like, no iron? I don't know, but let's try to fix this. Oh, what am I looking for? Splitter. Too bad you can't... Well, actually, I guess you could do what I'm thinking of doing. Okay, nope, nope, bad. Thank you, thank you. Okay, why does that not want to go out the way it's supposed to? There we go. And then let's go ahead and grab a line of this. Oh, I don't know, we'll just stick it right there. I'm sure that's not the most efficient way to do this. Oh, is it not going to pull downward? Well, crap. Okay, well, what if we did... Okay. Okay, and then... What if we did that? But then it doesn't uptick. Okay, so maybe this doesn't work quite how I thought it was going to work. Okay, so let's do something else. Okay, just give me a splitter. Same theory. So not quite on that. Oh, delete. Okay, so let's go one on the bottom. Like that, like so, and then go up one. There we go. I mean, that is about as jank comes, but hey, it functions. Also, in case anybody's wondering why my ore looks like this, instead of kind of this one layer, is because we are experimenting with these things over here. They are called, well, I guess we could also look at them here, automatic pilers. Basically, as the name suggests, it piles the ore on top of itself. So here we have one box of ore, and here you can kind of see a slice in the middle. It basically is twice as much ore in the same amount of space, which I think is a really interesting concept, right? So you're basically packing the ore denser for each tile used. So over here, once we've compiled all of these together, we get 8 ore, which is pretty fucking good. Now, it allows us to achieve much, much higher densities. So in theory, this belt, which originally is 12 items per second, or well, 12 units per second, right? And so a unit is one of these squares occupied by something. And in this case, that's 8 items. So what originally could only hold 1 item, now in fact holds much, much more. Or is it 2 items? It's 2. Okay, so originally it holds 2 items. But basically, if you're looking at 12 units per second, that's pretty good. Because then you're looking at here, you're looking at 4 items per second. And then down here, you're looking at 8 items per second. And in some cases, 12? Yeah, maybe, perhaps. So anyway, you're looking at a very large unit of measure per minute than what you normally could have, right? So you could even be using the tier 1 belt, but achieve very high rates of flow just by having those kind of positioned. I feel like at your mines makes the most sense, because then you can get a very highly dense or kind of conveyor belt. There might be reason to use it elsewhere as well. Maybe perhaps in areas, say down here where we're producing iron. It could make sense for us to pack this all on one belt and then have just a bunch of splitters everywhere. So I guess the pilers could make more sense if you're going for a more like main bus vibe, right? Because then you're going to want to load and offload from the bus, and it just would allow you for much higher density. I mean, you definitely probably get much better compact builds with that. So that is definitely something I'm going to have to look into as for kind of our optimum design. Okay, so now we need steel. So now that we fixed the iron over here for steel, I'm like, what were we over here for? Steel, which we still really haven't done proper production for. Let's dump all our... Seriously, it didn't dump the iron? Alright, let's get rid of as much iron as I can. And I don't need it, so we're gonna dump random things in this chest. Mainly it's full of brick. Brick on brick on brick. Actually, let's pick up some of that brick, just so I have it on me. For crafts. Okay, so let's go ahead and make ourselves, what did we say? I already forgot. We have 2. Let's make 3. I think it was 5 to 10. And then, yeah. Okay, so this is our jank bootstrap here. So it's 5 chemical plants to 10 chemical plants. Whoa, what happened? Why can't I not make any more? I thought we could just make a bunch. We have 5 now. Oh, we need more steel. Okay, so back to the land of steel. We definitely are going to have to set up a proper furnace column, I believe. Because I'm gonna need steel. I mean, so far it seems steel's only been used in creation of like machines and stuff. I mean, it is used in the foundations over here. So that, you know, doesn't help that that's kind of siphoning off what we need. But hey, definitely try to get that going. Well, I'm gonna put a cut in here and go wait for these things to craft and then get some things set up, and we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back in. So I went ahead and set up some assemblers, connected up the photon thingies. Now we need to go grab ourselves the graphene, which we went ahead and set that up along with sulfuric acid over here. We basically just took what we were already doing and more or less created a slightly bigger version. Some things might eventually change to this design, but for now, things should be fine. I am utilizing this graphene stream, which actually looks like it might not be enough. Why is that? Because there's not enough production. Why is there not enough production? Because this isn't outputting fast enough. Okay, well, we can fix an output issue. Maybe if we can gather the right materials. So let's head back over here. Let's make sure we can output fast enough onto these belts. Let's go ahead and go like so. Awesome. Yeah, let's go like so. There we go. Now let's make sure we also upgrade the belt it's running on, because I think that's going to be the biggest factor. Okay, there we go. Now all the furnaces should be getting more at the ends. And same thing needs to be held true here as well. Okay, so that's going to be a massive increase in that. Problem is, I'm pulling off of science, so I want this graphene to have a chance, or graphite to go through science, get a chance, eat it all, and then any leftover go to other production. It's not the best way to do it. We definitely need more production of this graphite, but we'll take a look at that in between episodes. Right now I just want to get the graphene hooked up and going, because it does look like we have some, yeah, obviously not a lot, but we do have a little case of it here, 3,000, so we'll get that moved over. So then we have to figure out how do we want to route this. I'm probably just going to route it over probably something like that. Let's get this outputting. Awesome. Now it's tab, tab. Let's go like tab. Go like that. Go like so. Make sure we throw a power conduit there. Cool. So I should be able to empty that. And I can already see there is a little bit of excess graphene, and we're just going to route it on top. Yeah, we'll go 3 high if we need to. What is not out of build range? There. I'll let our robots build that, and then we'll get this pulled all the way down and around. Okay, and then... oh no, energy core is going to deplete. I will bring it to there, and then we'll throw in a splitter. In the meantime, let's throw some fuel, maybe? Cool, whatever can burn for now. Partially because I just want to get some things out of my inventory. Go like that. Cool. Let's go grab some actual fuel. Oh wait, we don't have any. Oh no. Well, I suppose we could craft ourselves one of these. What are we missing? I thought we had some on us. Maybe not. I don't know where I put them. There's somewhere on the planet. Alright, well, I think that's where we're going to call it for today. Didn't quite... okay, and we technically got the solar cells. We just ran out of energy to build things. I think in the next episode we're going to work on proper energy, but in a way we're solving that. So, yeah, I think in between episodes and then in the next episode we're going to focus on getting energy figured out. I mean, I know that's kind of the goal of the game, but we're gonna try to get to the next milestone because I would like to get some nuclear material. Well, we need deuterium fuel rods, so I'm gonna look into the whole deuterium production, but definitely let me know down below which one of these two recipes are better, the 10-to-5 or the 1-to-1 for like a 1% chance, and kind of how that works. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, you guys know what to do. Smash that like button if you liked the video. If you haven't already, make sure you smash the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any future episodes of anything. And if you haven't already, leave a question, comment, concern, or if you guys just want to say hi down below in the comments, that's cool too. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.